Goodness gracious, these videos have taken off way more than I expected. I gotta start being professional. From now on, I'll follow in the footsteps of fan-favorite Joker actor Jared Leto and commit myself completely to the role. Method acting time. Keep on spinning, come on. Yeah, ring those bells, ring those bells. 9 seconds. Those are rookie numbers. I gotta lose focus even faster. Alright everyone, my training is complete. Good news, I really feel like I've gotten inside of the head of a red player. Bad news, I might have ADHD now? Welcome to Color Theory, the only show where I got myself addicted to fidget spinners as a part of a bit, and now I just sort of have to live with that. Today we'll be investigating the red players, who've been on enough Adderall lately that I don't even think they noticed us. Red players are, in a word, unpredictable. If white players are the lawful good and blue players are the true neutral on the D&D alignment chart, then red players are chaotic hogwash. Their game plan is almost always one of two things: create an alarming number of tiny glorbos and pray no one has a board wipe, or construct a mass extinction device that has the durability of wet cardboard in a hurricane. If you're having difficulty picturing such a grotesque lack of foresight, don't worry! Just conjure a mental image of the gingerbread man from Shrek charging into a group of hungry Apollos with nothing but a fork and a whole lot of anger. Either he's walking out of there in 3 minutes or not at all. Whisper, whisper, whisper. What do you mean they made that a magic card? Side effects of playing red include being confused why every time you draw cards your hand size doesn't go up, singing "I am the storm that is approaching" every time you lightning bolt someone, and contemplating whether you should chaos warp your own creature just in case you top deck something schnasty. And don't think I'm joking when I compare red players to ADHD enthusiasts. It is no metaphor. Nearly every way that a red player can draw forces them to discard some number of cards, and if that isn't the best mechanical way to demonstrate having a limited attention span in a card game, then I don't know what is. If red has something under their belt besides the spectrum, it's blistering speed. Between practically having haste copyrighted as a red keyword, abusing plenty of copy effects, and a nigh unlimited number of ways to eldritch blast creatures with raw damage, you'll send your opponents to the Shadow Realm faster than Jace can go amnesiac on us again. Red's real issues become very apparent once you start getting into the meat of the game. As I hinted at earlier, you'll notice a surprising lack of cards in your hand somewhere around turn 3 or 4. As it turns out, having some of the fastest kill options and easiest combos means that your draw cards sorta suck. Even the ones that don't make you discard are usually either bad or card neutral. You do, however, have one incredible way to draw cards that's so neurodivergent coded it would make Dory blush. Impulse Draw. Impulse Draw is what happens when you give someone with short-term memory loss the skills necessary to commit check fraud. Exile cards from the top of your deck and play them as long as you can afford it, completely forgetting about any of the leftovers come end step. Impulse Draw effects are great for getting quick, chaotic value, but they can fall short in granting you long-term card advantage. Also, on a completely unrelated note, does anyone know where to get a new social security number to avoid being charged with felony check fraud? Asking for a friend. If this monstrosity of a color has captivated your neurons, then good news, I have just enough room left in the script to jot down some commander suggestions. Imodaine the Pyrohammer is my favorite type of commander in Magic. She knows exactly what she wants, and what she wants is to douse the entire table with enough gasoline to drown a small to medium-sized shark. Anytime you cast an instant or sorcery that targets exactly one creature, she makes the other players get in line to take turns being backhanded. Personally, I'm all for this type of gameplay. Speed up the game with a ton of single-target damage spells, and become the Chaos Goddess that you were always meant to be. Harrogast, Erupting Nullkite, is basically a Digimon. Start off with cheaper creatures, sacrifice them to Harrogast's emerge cost, and then you can go even further beyond by tributing Harrogast, or any other creature for that matter, to play something even bigger. Treat the table as a big game of stack 'em up as you summon creatures on top of each other so fast, your opponents won't even be able to connect the dots that the 1/1 goblin you played on turn 2 is digivolved into Ulamog, Devourer of Ketamine. Stuff your deck full of creatures that want to be sacrificed, anything that lies about its mana cost, and big friendlies that can't wait to say hi for maximum pancreas eradication. Magda, Brazen Outlaw, is probably the best way to play Deep Rock Galactic in Magic. Her first and third abilities are fun, but the real meat of this card is that whenever you send one of her bearded pals into the mines, you get to collect the spoils, play tons of dwarves to capitalize on capitalism, and include as many good tap effects as you can to maximize your labor productivity and go diggy that hole. And with that, it's been a blast. Subscribe if you want to boost my meager self-esteem, and let me know what color combination you're most excited for down below. Now go forth and cause chaos, set up your payoffs, and eat crayons. Red players don't rhyme, and cool dudes don't look at explosions. But most importantly, I am coming for your soul ring. Now, where was that explosion? It was supposed to be time with a...